than it's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lex is a Crawford. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody looser. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me.
Primo Lopez, 11-0, 9 KOs. The best to do it right now in the game is to take over. Shout out to BNboxing News.
Hey, girls, continue. I've been welterweight champion of the world. Everybody go follow BNboxing News.
BNboxing News. What's going on, fight fans? This is Nick with BNboxing News in the building. Woo! What a hell of a fight. Did we not see a hell of a fight between Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford? Man, I think we got our money's worth, right? Let's talk about the fight for a little bit. I mean, personally, myself and the guys I was sitting next to, we all had it different. We all had the fight scored differently. And just drop down below in the comment, let me know how you had the fight scored. I think that Shawn Porter started off the fight very explosive. I mean, he come out at the bell attacking Terence Crawford. He was doing a lot of that irky-jerky type stuff, movement. And he was roughhousing Terence Crawford. I mean, very great game plan. I have to give it to him. Very great game plan that him and his father put together. But you could just see where Terence Crawford was just trying to figure him out, trying to get in rhythm, just trying to see where to go with this particular fight. But like I said, while all that's happening, guess what? Terence Crawford was getting touched up. There were several instances where Shawn Porter touched him up and was getting the best of Terence Crawford. But nevertheless, Terence Crawford remained in the fight. He remained in there, and he was just trying to calculate him, trying to counter, trying to see, you know, where exactly Porter was going with it. I'll have to admit, Terence Crawford was landing the cleaner punches. He was just, you know, once he got in rhythm, I mean, pretty much he was tearing Shawn Porter ass up. I mean, he was just breaking him down. I mean, he was hitting him in the midsection, just hitting him with straight left. I mean, I saw him switch a couple of times, but nevertheless, this was an awesome fight for the fans. I'll have to admit, the fans won. With this one right here, the fans definitely came out on top. It was a very explosive fight. Very explosive. Shawn Porter, let me take my hat off to Shawn Porter. I said it before the fight even started. I said, hey, if Shawn Porter fights Terence Crawford like he fought Errol Spence, trying to roughhouse him, trying to just get in the inside and just roughhouse him, I said you know, that fight could probably turn towards a Porter victory. Nevertheless, though, like I said, Terence Crawford had a game plan, you know, just to counter him, turn him around. He was fighting excellent from the back foot. I got to give it to him. And I seen a lot of dog in Terence Crawford with this particular fight. I seen a lot of dog in him because every time Shawn Porter would hit him with something nice, he'll come back. You know, you can see the grit. You can see him just getting in there and just digging in. But the fight was headbutts. I mean, these guys may have clashed heads about 2 or 3 times. Gashes on their head, on their forehead. So good thing the fight didn't stop because of that. But it was a great fight. It went all the way until the 10th round. Shawn Porter's dad pretty much waved the white flag and stopped it after Crawford dropped his son twice, dropped Porter twice in the 10th. Porter didn't have any answers for Terence Crawford, man. Terence Crawford is too elusive. and too powerful. I mean, if you didn't like Terence Crawford before this fight, you have no choice but to like him now, man. This dude right here, I mean, all the other fighters in the welterweight division, the only one I think have a chance versus a guy like a Terence Crawford is going to be Errol Spence. Nobody else. Keith Thurman, Udonis Ugas, all the rest of those dudes, man. Not even Gerard. Gerard Ennis is too brand new. He's not ready to do, bro. And I'm sure he probably saw the fight tonight and said, you know what, I ain't ready for him yet. Maybe in a couple of years I'll be ready for him. But right now, he ain't ready for him, man. Terence Crawford is too powerful. I mean, he has too much in the bag. He has too much in the bag. What's going on, James? Do I think it was too early? As far as the stoppage of the fight, man, his dad was right there, and his dad pretty much know his son, and from an amateur background, he knows Terence. So it just seems as if he knew his son had nothing to answer Terence. Had no answers for Terence, man. Do I think it's an early stoppage? The answer is definitely yes. Because Crawford was getting up, and Crawford was giving, not Crawford, excuse me, Porter was pretty much getting up, giving Terence the business. But in the 10 rounds, you could see he was tired, man. I mean, Crawford broke him down. All those damn body shots, bro, that body shot shit break it down. It break it down. It definitely, I mean, it was too early of a stoppage. If you look at the fight, you can see where he turned around. You can see where Porter turned around and told his dad, damn, why? He kind of questioned his dad, you know, why he stopped. He didn't want to quit, man. That dude is a dog, man. That dude wanted to get it. He wanted to get it in. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I pretty much had the fight after the 9th round. I mean, this fight could have went either way, man. I don't even want to listen. At the end of the day, this fight could have went either way. I don't think after the 10th, Porter would have had much of a chance having that 10-7 round. Well, prior to the 10-7 round, it could have went 5-4 either way. 5 official scorecards had it 5-4 Crawford, but it could have been 5-4 either way. I mean, this was a damn good fight. And I got to say one thing. The fans won. You know, straight up, the fans won. I mean, we got what we was looking for when it comes to fight. Crawford didn't just bulldoze or walk right through Porter, and neither did Porter. I mean, this fight was very competitive. Guys bite down and do whatever they had to do to win some rounds. Some of the rounds was very freaking close. You know, James E., you see it, man. How you had it scored. Tell me how you had it scored. Because this shit here was just, I don't know. This particular fight was back and forth. It definitely both was warriors. Boots, to my Boots Ennis. Man, I don't think Boots Ennis is ready right now for either one of those two dudes, bro. I think if he jump in there early like this, it'll be like Canelo jumping in there early with Floyd. You know, it'll be a good fight, but I think that Terence Bud Crawford will come out on top. I mean, people that was there tonight, it was a damn near sold out event for Terence Crawford. Everybody was yelling out Bud. I mean, the majority of the people in that arena was there to see Terence Bud Crawford. People flew in from Omaha, Nebraska. I mean, shit, this dude right here, I don't know what the hell his promoter was talking about. Terence Bud Crawford don't sell. I beg to differ on that deal. That dude did what he was supposed to do. That dude got people loving him, man. You know, he's a hell of a competitor. I mean, he was in there, man. I mean, he was showing out, man. You can see where them boys was talking to each other. He was sticking his tongue out. I mean, hell of a lot of ring generalship showing us that, hey, I got this shit. Even though this boy's landed on me, I got this shit. Okay, you had a damn near even that, like I said. And guess what? I can't say you're wrong, man. I can't say you're wrong because I think a lot of us had it that way. I only know one other person that had it. You know, he had a lopsided score, but I think he just was just a Bud fan. And like I said, let's just keep it real and just keep it. You know, it was a very close fight. Very close fight. We used to Boost need a list. What you mean? Well, he needs an A list. He definitely like a Thurman. I think Boost should fight Thurman. Boost should fight somebody like Thurman. I'm just saying that Boost shouldn't fight somebody like a Bud Crawford or Spence. I don't think he should fight either. You know, number one, number two. I think he should fight somebody like a Thurman. He should fight any one of the other gatekeepers, man. You know, he fight with any one of the other gatekeepers, then he can move on up and we're living. I can't say he doesn't have experience, but just a little bit more matches and just, you know, break down the gatekeepers, and then he can come on in and fight one of the top competitors in that particular division. Oh yeah, definitely, bro. We gotta love our fighters, bro. Like I said, tonight it was all love, man. I mean, I took my hat off to both fighters. I took my hat off to Bud. I took my hat off to Shawn Porter. Very competitive fight. These dudes going round for round, lick for lick, blow for blow. And at the end of the day, it was a lot of swing rounds. Crawford was coming on at the end of some rounds, which could have, you know, ultimately skewed the judge's decisions on certain rounds. And Porter was doing the exact same thing. So altogether, it was a great fight. Very competitive fight. And after the press conference, they're saying that Shawn Porter is hanging up his gloves, man. He's going to retire. It's evident he's fought every top welterweight in the division. The only other person he could fight in that particular division is the Boost Ennis, and he doesn't want to fight that young lion. You know what I'm saying? So it's no one else, and it looks like he's going to hang up his gloves and go fully into commentary. You know, we salute him. We want to give him his flowers, man. He was a dog, man. He was a dog. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do. I think he's retired with 4 losses on his record. And guess what? Those 4 losses came from the top competitors in the division. So he came up short. But nevertheless, he was a very great fighter. Tonight showed what kind of fighter he was. It showed that he was great, you know. But tonight's fight, man, Terence Bud Crawford pulled it off. Terence Bud Crawford showed us that he definitely belongs at the top of the welterweight division. We was all sitting there waiting for Errol Spence to come up and to call him out and to ask for that particular fight next, but it didn't happen. You know, hopefully it happens in 2022. If it don't happen in 2022, I won't even waste my time and ask for that fight again. You know what I'm saying? It has to happen. It has to happen. That's just what it is. Now, I don't have a super chat, you know, but we have, let me show you what I got here, bro. Don't have a super chat, bro. I just got a cash app, though, I could put up. You know, it's just, man, at the end of the day, it was a hell of a fight, bro. It was a hell of a fight. And y'all already know. Y'all already know. You know, who could stop who could stop him? You know, who could stop Who can stop Bud Crawford? That's what I want to know. Who do you think can stop Bud Crawford? Who do you think out there Bud Crawford should fight next if he does not fight Errol Spence? You know, that's the stuff we need to ask. Who should Bud Crawford fight next? You know, that's just real. You know, I definitely want to see. You know, I definitely want to see these fights, man. All right. Let me see. I got another comment here. This thing broken. Kenny robbed his son. Shawn needs to fire him as soon as possible. Then set up there and said preparation. He didn't like how he prepared for the fight, but you trained him. Then that smirk and combo he had with Bud. Yeah, you're not the only one that said that. A couple of my comrades that sat with me for the fight said the exact same shit. So you're not the only one that said that. You know, several people didn't like that, man. They didn't like that Kenny stopped the fight early, and how they say he shitted on his own son. Talking about he didn't prepare well, and he didn't give it his all. You know, he pretty much it looked like due to him commentating and not training or whatever. Yeah, man, that's what it is. James E said, I felt it was prematurely short fight tonight, fam. I mean, he was getting his ass whooped in the 10th, bro. And I don't know if he could have took any more. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know if he could have kept it going. But definitely his dad did prematurely stop the fight. He said the reason why he stopped the fight, he said it was a very easy decision. He said his son lives across the street from him, and he eats breakfast with his son every morning. And in so many words, he insinuated he didn't want to see Terence Crawford kill his son in the ring. That's pretty much what he said. Because he expected to have breakfast with his son every morning. And I salute him for that, man. I salute him for that. All right. James said, Errol, what about Errol? Talk to me. What about Errol? You already know 3. Talk to me, Jay. What you talking about, man? Talk to me. That boy, that crazy. See, he would have check hooked his dad. Come on, man. That dude daddy, man. That dude love his dad. He love his dad, and basically, like he said, he support his dad's decision. His daddy did it for him. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of times they don't like fathers helping. They don't like fathers in the corner, because most fathers, you know, they let their sons get beat to the pulp, and that's just not cool. So his dad stopped him when he did stop. I think it was a great stoppage. I salute his dad for it, because don't want nothing bad to happen to any fighter, man. You know, don't. We don't need that, you know, to happen. You know. So you saying so? The best at 147, Carolina bred. Who's that, man? Who's the best at 147, man? That's what I want to hear. I mean, right now it looks like it's out of Terence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. If you want to talk about the best in 147, like I said, Gerard Ennis, he need a little bit of something else, man. He need a little bit of something else. I think it'll be dangerous for him to jump in there with these dudes. These dudes are beasts, man. You know, I just got to see what else the 147 division have. But right now, tonight, Terence Bud Crawford, man, naysayers can't say shit about him, bro. We can't say he didn't fight nobody. All that, he ain't fight nobody yet. That shit got to stop. I mean, he stopped the guy that no one else was able to stop. And we can't say anything negative about Shawn Porter, talking about, oh, he was done or anything like that. He called Shawn pretty much when everybody else called Shawn, and he was able to stop Shawn. So with that being said, we got to now look at this man like, you know what? This dude been stopping everybody he been fighting. Think about it. His last 5, 6 fights, he stopped them. So we gotta think about our favorite fighters. You know, do we think our favorite fighter want to get in there with him? You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. James, he said Spence is the best at 147. And guess what? I can't see you lying, bro. I can't see you lying. But these two dudes, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, they got to get in the ring and they got to show us and they got to prove to us who is the best at 147. They got to fight it out to show me who's the best. Right now, I'm not going to give either one of them that title. Prior to this fight, I think I could have, deliberated and say this person and that person. But now I'm where is, you know what? These two dudes are awesome, and these two dudes got to battle it out. They got to battle it out, and they got to show us who's the best. I need to see who's the best, you know what I'm saying? And the only one way in boxing that we can prove who's the best is by both of them fellas fighting. Straight up. They got to fight and show us. Exactly. Lionel Aaron, I still think Spence is the best at 147. Hey, man, got some Spence fans in the house, in the building. I salute y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining in. If you're already not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely always show some love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight, you know what I'm saying? And always feel free to comment below to let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. Lionel Aaron, what you think about that fight, brother? Who you think was winning that fight before it was stopped? Do you think Porter had a chance? Talk to me. Let me know what you think. James Z says, I think Boots can dance with folks. Boots a beast, bro. But is he ready to dance with these folks? Styles make fights. He got to work his way up there, bro. I mean, we don't want him to jump in there too green and get stopped. That could hurt you, bro. That could hurt you. That could really hurt your career. James, he said, I think Boots can dance. Okay, I already said that. Let me see. Lionel Aaron said premature stoppage, but I understand why. Yeah, I definitely understand why the fight was stopped. I definitely agree with his father. I mean, dude, dad love him, man. At the end of the day, that fight was stopped out of love. He knows his son. He knows his son better than any one of us do. And he realized his son was getting his ass kicked. And he stopped the fight. That's what he was supposed to do. That's his job. Like his son said, like Shawn Porter said, we have never spoken about anything like this before, but that's what he's there. And he definitely respects his father's decision. If he can respect his father's decision, I definitely do also. I don't want to see anyone get hurt in the ring, but that fight was dynamite. I mean, it was a close-ass fight for the first 9 rounds. It was a close fight, but you could see where Terence Crawford got in rhythm and started breaking down Shawn Porter. You could see where Porter, fatigue was setting in Porter, and he just wasn't as he just wasn't landing, man. He was just throwing punches out there missing, and it wasn't working out for him, man. Like I said, he was landing on Terence Crawford, man. I mean, he was landing a lot of punches on Terence Crawford. So the question mark of Terence's chin, I think, was answered tonight. I mean, his chin held up. It held up against Shawn Porter, but can it hold up against a fighter like an Errol Spence? There's still a lot of questions to be answered. Oh, the Cash App is at Nightmare QUE. It's on the little thing scrolling. It's scrolling on the little thing right there. Look at the little scrolling marquee, little Brandon scrolling marquee. It has the Cash App on there. The $, the word Nightmare QUE. I appreciate you, James E. I appreciate you, my brother. Lionel Aaron said, Boots is a problem. Hungry, lying. I give him 2 years before he gets a title shot. I think he's going to get one sooner than that, personally. I think he'll get one sooner than that. I think he'll probably get one towards the end of next year. You know, I think he'll get one towards the end of next year. It really depends on what the other welterweights do. You know, if they go in there and they fight each other. Because once they fight each other, I think they're going to both want to move up to the 154 division, all right? So right now, I just think it's a matter of Terence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence fighting one another. And once they fight one another, shit, sky's the limit. You know, it'll probably make room for Bruce Ennis to come on in there. But right now, either one of them fight Bruce Ennis is definitely high risk, low reward. I wouldn't put myself in there with that dude, man. High risk, low reward. Lionel Aaron says, I wasn't as impressed with Crawford's performance as everybody else. I think he started off real slow. And that's probably what you're talking about, man. He started off real slow. He was getting touched up a lot in the beginning rounds. And, I mean, I was in there, man, you can hear his fans. I mean, they was hurt. They was questioning themselves. They kind of was doubting him a little bit. I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't care what now. Of course, he came up victorious. Of course, he proved himself to all the naysayers. But during the fight, all of them was, you know, everyone was saying something different. They was all thinking different. And like I said, he ended up pulling through with this particular fight. James, he said, nah, bro, my corner, no white flags. Shit, that's your daddy, bro. His daddy knows him better than anybody else, man. So if his daddy want to pull the white flag, man, I think that's the best man to do it. You know, I don't see him firing his dad. You know, the dude retired tonight, man. He said he had no more to give to the sport of boxing besides commentating. And like my partner said, my other partner would be in Boxing News, Brandon said, the dude had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So, you know, just having 1 foot in, 1 foot out proves that he didn't take the sport, well, now I ain't gonna say sport, he didn't take fighting as serious as he used to. He wasn't as hungry. And believe it or not, that's how I judge fighters, man. I judge fighters by their hunger for the particular sport. When you're not as hungry as your opponent, you stand a great chance of losing. And that's why I think Ennis is a great competitor, because he's hungry. He was where all the other guys were before the money. You know what I'm saying? When these dudes get the money, man, these dudes change up. You know. James Z, Shawn retired tonight, man. Very sad situation. Shawn was next for Shawn. He retired tonight, saying this is it for him, man. He's gonna be a full-time commentator. That's what he chooses. That's what he's choosing to do, commentate. And man, I hate to see him leave, man. He was a hell of a fighter, a hell of a competitor. And we take our hats off to him. Now, Aaron said the other welterweights are gonna duck Boots. I hope you are wrong, man, because we are all here as fight fans to see fights. I can't stand when anybody duck anybody, man. I definitely want to see a fight, bro. Like I said, tonight, the fans won. Yes, Bud Crawford came out on top, but I also came out on top because I got a damn good fight. I watched a damn good fight, and I'm happy by the end results. I mean, Bud Crawford did what he was supposed to do. You know, and everybody said he had to defeat Shawn Porter in a major weight, and he did. Yeah, it's right, James E. You know, slow ass start, man. Slow start. Now Aaron said, real slow start, James. Yeah, that's what it was, man. And that kind of got everybody just off their rocker, off their seat, because they wanted to see him start faster, and they wanted him to just go in there and jump all over freaking Shawn Porter, and he didn't. He sat there and he was trying to get in rhythm. He was trying to figure out his opponent. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, figure out your opponent, and once you figure out your opponent, you do what you're supposed to do. James did facts or G about their hunger. Yeah, it's not judging, man. If you ain't hungry, if they're not hungry, man, I don't really put much into them. That's just what it is. All right, I'm back. What the hell that was? You know, I don't put much into them. Yeah, like now, that was definitely, man. Overall, it was an awesome fight. I really did appreciate the fight. I really liked it, man. It was awesome. I mean, this particular fight, man, I kind of like lost my voice because it just had us so hype. It had us hype as hell, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, bro, we're going to see some more of these fights. They got great fights coming, man. They got Teofimo Lopez versus Joe Cambosos next weekend. And they got Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz. And they got Tank Davis versus what that cat's name? Shit. Cruz. All right. So there's a lot of fights coming, man. We just gotta just be ready for them, bro. And just like I said, support your local fighters, man. Support your local fighters. That's what I do. You know, support your local fighter. You know what I'm saying? Show them what's happening, man. Show them that you're there for them. You know what I'm saying? That's support your local fighters. When you support your local fighter, guess what happens? We get more. We get more fights. We get more fights. Okay, let me see. James E., great fight. I think it was prematurely stopped. Yeah, it definitely was. Definitely was. James E. said, great time for boxing. Man, definitely, bro. Boxing, man, right now, man, we winning, man. We winning. We are definitely winning right now. I could tell you. We wasn't winning last year. Shit. I mean, I think we're doing a great job now, and I appreciate the sport. I appreciate the sport. That's what I need to see. That's what I needed, man. And like I said, I appreciate the sport. And like I said, man, if you're already not following my channel, make sure you follow my channel. Make sure you comment below. Make sure you definitely got to hit the like button. I definitely need the support, guys. Coming on here more frequently to kick it with y'all. Like now, Aaron said, the junior welterweight and the welterweight division can be like the glory years if these fighters demand these big fights to happen. Yes, the fighters got demand, and you as a fan got demand. You as a fan, you go on these local YouTube channels like my channel and some of the other ones that you're a part of, and pretty much we got to make it the top. Once we make some of this stuff the topics, don't get it twisted. These fighters are seeing this. They're listening to this. And once they know their fans want it, and that's the only thing their fans will accept, they will then tune in and they'll do what they got to do. They'll do their part. But we got to start right here. James E. Big Homie trying to produce some from my area. What's the suggestion, fam? What you trying to produce? Fighters? Man, you got to support your local gyms, man. Support your local gyms, man. Find the youth, especially the troubled youth. I mean, boys at school, man, get them boys to go to the local gyms. You guys got to work them out, man. Teach them the basic skills. I mean, that's how fighters are born. That's how fighters are born every day. You know, that's how fighters are born, man. You got to get these youth, especially the troubled youth, man, that's on the streets. Keep them out of trouble. Make their asses go in the gym, and we got to reward them, for staying out of trouble and going to the gym, working them out. Every city, most cities have a local gym, a local boxing gym, man, that you can pretty much support them in. Like I said, that's just what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you got to do. But I'm telling you, man, if you pretty much support the youth, get them in boxing, man, shit, you never know what you might end up with, brother. You might end up with creme de la creme. My creme de la creme might be interviewing you. But definitely, like I said, man, make sure y'all support my channel. Make sure you comment below. Definitely. My son, nephews, other brothers, gym. Yeah, get them all in there, man. Get the youth in the gym. The earlier they start, the better. The earlier they start, the better. And believe it or not, once you get them in the gym, what we like to do, especially like my channel, we like to interview the young dudes, the ones that didn't make it. We want to give them that platform so, they'll realize how important they are. They'll start seeing the importance of fighting. Just put them on a pedestal, you know what I'm saying? Getting them noticed by other people and getting them noticed by other fighters and maybe some promoters. You never know who may see them. And before you know it, their careers might just take off. So that's just the business right there. But I for tuning in tonight. It was a great fight. Terence Crawford came out victorious by being the first fighter to stop Shawn Porter, right? And it was awesome. Oh, definitely, my brother. Yeah, you could definitely tap in with me, man. Let me give you my email address. Hold on one second here. Hold on one second here. I'm gonna put it in there. Hold on one second. Not mine, my brother. At the end of the day, this is what it's all about right here. This is what it's all about right there, my brother. And get the youth in there, bro. But Terence Crawford prevailed tonight. I mean, Nebraska was in the building. I mean, everybody was in the building. And definitely it was a great fight. And I mean, I appreciate it, though. And I appreciate you guys for joining in tonight. It was definitely a historic night. It was definitely a historic night, bro. Black excellence at the least. I mean, yeah. I mean, it was definitely a great fight. Even after the fight, bro, it wasn't no bullshit. Everybody was there. Everybody was talking about the fight, how they enjoy the fighters, who's next. Most people are kind of jumping in the ring after to call Terence Crawford out. It didn't happen. We don't know the reasons why it didn't happen. So, hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it is. It's better. Definitely our black dollars mean something. Like I said, man, the power of the dollar, you already know. The power of the dollar. And that's how we roll with it. The power of the dollar, almighty dollar. Elite. Lionel Aaron. It was elite boxing at its best. I mean, we saw two great competitors clashing. We saw them like titans, two great titans clash. And I mean, these dudes handled business. These dudes pretty much showed us, hey, we're here to make a statement, and we're gonna give you guys what y'all need to see. And we got it, man. And I appreciate it. All of it. Yeah, it's the same Cash App. It's the same Cash App, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. It's the same Cash App. Yes, indeed. But like I said, fellas, it was an awesome fight. Both fighters stepped up to the plate, and that's why we got to take our hats off to them. They fought one another. So there was no losers in this fight. You know, all I just said, there was no losers in this fight. Fans won, the fighters won because they got beautiful persons, right? And tonight, a very great fighter retired tonight. He basically threw in his gloves. Shawn Porter, man, we're gonna miss you, Shawn. We're gonna miss you, my brother. You was a hell of a fighter. I mean, you fought everybody that came in front of you. So to say the least, we can't knock you for that. And we take our hats off to you. As fans, we don't get the fights. We don't get the fights. And I definitely understand what you're saying. But for us to get this particular fight, shit, this was a major fight in a major way. And I'm happy with it, bro. I mean, smiling, and I'm glad that we got this particular fight. We needed this fight for the sake of boxing. We needed this particular fight, and we got it, bro. We got it. So I'm happy about it, and I can't stop smiling because it was beautiful. Salute Shawn, first ballot Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, he got to go to the Hall of Fame. I think he's a Hall of Fame fighter, even though he came up short in several instances. But just by his heart and fighting everybody who came in front of him, we can't knock him, bro. We can't knock him. We got to give him his roses, you know. And like I said, if you hadn't joined my channel, make sure you just hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, and comment below. I'd like to thank James E., Lionel, Aaron. Thank you guys for coming in, tuning in with me tonight. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. You know, I like it when you boys come in there and chop it up with me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, D. Steve Breaking. Thank you for tuning in with me tonight. And like I said, I thank y'all. I got major respect for y'all. James E. said, I'm happy too, bruh. But Usher and the youngsters boost next up. Oh, yeah. They definitely up next. Everybody know they up next. They up next. I just don't want them boys to rush. And I see them boys got like 30 wins already. And, hey, man, they still got to work their way up slowly. You know, do like everybody else do. Pick your damn fights wisely, bro. And then the money gonna come. The money gonna come. You know what I'm saying? One thing right now you don't want to do is get blowed out right now, and then they're gonna just put you all the way back down, and you gotta crawl your way back up. I seen it happen already. I can name somebody right now off the muscle that it happened to. You know, but I ain't gonna do that to him. But thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure I subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys hit the like button, and definitely, I'm gonna be on here. We're gonna tune back in tomorrow night, and I appreciate you guys come on in and holler back at me, man. Where the super chat at? You and Coach, the game of boxing supersede the names. Oh yeah. We're gonna get the super chat, man. We're gonna get the super chat. We just got a little situation with these people, bro. YouTube, and we're gonna get the super chat, bro. I'm gonna fix up my situation I got with them, bro, and I get my super chat working. That's why right now I just got the Cash App for right now, but it is what it is, bro. I'm gonna get it back. You know how if y'all do anything about YouTube, bro, YouTube do whatever they want to do to you. So I'm gonna get my super chat working again, brother. But right now we got just the Cash App right now. Well, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and just sit back and think about how beautiful of a fight I just watched and let it just marinate. Thank you, James E. Thank you, my brother. I definitely appreciate you, man. And make sure you guys tune in. Make sure y'all hit the bell-shaped icon so every time I come on here, you can come on in here and we can chop it up, okay? I definitely do appreciate y'all, everyone that tuned in. And like I said, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button. And definitely come on here when I'm on here. Kevin Lopez said Porter would have won the decision. Hey, bro, I think it was designed that way. Somebody sitting next to me said some shit about they would have probably tried to mess over Crawford to ruin his career after leaving. He know this was his last and final fight with Top Rank. So the conspiracy theorists say Top Rank would have tried to ruin him before leaving. So I don't know, man. But he made sure there was no questions to be asked and no robbery. So he did what he had to do with his hands. All love, my brother. I'm going to definitely stay in tune. I appreciate everyone that joined me tonight. I would definitely hold it down. Hold on now. Don't leave now. Wow, what's up? Talk to me. Talk to me. What you talking about, my brother? Talk to me. I'm here. As you can see where I'm at. Shit. You already know, man. But I got to get the hell, though. I got a early morning flight. But I'll be back on here tomorrow night. So make sure y'all boys tune in. And you already know what it is. Nick will be in Boxing News. And I'm out this morning. Peace. Peace, and we out of here.